This is Azimut's 72 Flybridge, and it's a rather sexy looking boat from the outside, so I'm going to take you on board and see whether it's just as sexy on the inside, because it's an Italian boat and they tend to be rather nicely appointed with a lot of style. While we're going past, I'm going to show you the outside of the boat. I often talk about shaft drive, and here is a perfect example of it. So that is your shaft, your engines are forward, your shaft comes through, comes right back to here. That's a P bracket that holds the propeller in place. That spins around to drive the boat, and rudders are behind it. And I'll show you inside the engine room and you can see the other end of that, but I just thought it's worth pointing out because we don't normally get to see it. Anyway, let's head on board and let's take the full tour. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're going to head on the back here. Now there's a high-low platform, and this is access to the crew cabin and the engine room. We will go down there, of course. And also there's a nice little storage area in here, so you can put bits and pieces in there, ropes, fenders, whatever you want. But let's head on up and let's take a look at the whole boat, starting with the inside and working our way out. There's a great cockpit area at the back here, big overhang, so plenty of shade there. And then you've got a wet bar over underneath here. I should probably lose all of these brochures, but let's have a quick look. Yeah, you could put a barbecue there if you wanted to. There go the brochures. I shan't say anything if you don't. Let's head on inside. Look at that. That there is a dose of Italian style, isn't it? Beautiful. Love these lights in the ceiling. Love all this pale upholstery. This is nice. The way that they've done this for the glasses. What's underneath? Wine cooler. Of course it is. That is a very stylish saloon area, isn't it? Let's head on through. Take it all in. Dining area is here. A nice view out through this big window. Nice bit of art on the wall as well. And your galley is opposite. That serves directly across to it. Massive fridge freezers just here. We've got some Miele cooking equipment. That's a pretty good size. That makes a nice little bar area there as well. And we have some bleeping going on from the navigation kit. I'll see if I can stop that in a moment. Side access door is just here, and your helm is here. And then this is your navigation instruments across here, so you can configure this to chart or radar or whatever you want to do with it. There we go. We'll leave that off. Okay, let's head on around to the rest of the boat. So there is a nice little dinette snugged away up here. That's quite nice because you've got the big dining, sort of more formal dining area back here, but then you've got this as somewhere to tuck yourself away with a coffee or a book or a drink or whatever else. That's a nice little extra area on the boat. And then if we head down here, we'll find the cabins. Now this is a 4 cabin layout, and it's a rather generous one for a 72-foot boat, I think. It's a nice touch. They put a rail here as you come down to hold on to. We're bleeping again, sorry about that. Don't seem to be able to stop it. Let's head right to the front. And that is your VIP cabin. Again, big dose of Italian styling. It's very nice. There's an access hatch in the ceiling, so there's another way out of the accommodation, and big hull windows, and of course big wardrobes and that kind of thing in here. And this is storage up in behind here. Thusly, again, some rather sexy lighting in here. This has an ensuite like that. This is nice the way they've done this. Again, it's all very designer, and a separate shower stall, of course. Okay, let's look at some of the other areas. So back through here. Now just here, that is a day heads, I think. And it's also accessed from this cabin here. Yeah, so it is a day heads, but it's also the ensuite into this one. So let's do this properly and come back out of here. And come round the corner. So this is another of the cabins. Double bed in this one. Again, big wardrobe, and that's that door that I was just talking about that takes you back in. So this has an ensuite at night, but that's the day heads during the day. And then if we go across the passageway, we will discover that there's another cabin here. These are all decent sized cabins. Look at the headroom in this, all the way through. It doesn't drop as you go forward. It's the whole length, and it's big. That's a nice cabin. That's actually cabin 4, and it's still a decent size. Big window, opening porthole, and its own ensuite. Very good. And of course the master cabin then is right here at the back. What's in here? Storage. Okay. Again, you get a sense of that Italian styling with these pale woods and these sort of contrasting colours. This is a huge mirror, but there's actually a TV built into there, and you can see the Bose soundbar at the top for that. And if we come around onto this side, we will discover storage in here. And then at the back, I'm going to guess, and I would be right, that is a huge wardrobe. Very good. Isn't that a nice cabin for a 72-foot boat? Brilliant. Okay. And the ensuite then is on this side. Twin sinks, a toilet, and a big shower. And look at that sort of marble finish they put on the back. I don't think it's real marble necessarily, but it looks very nice. And a huge rainfall shower in there as well. And of course the wand shower. That's very well appointed. And I like this little table just here with the two seats facing each other. That's good. And look at the lighting they put in up to the stairs. It's a very sexy boat, isn't it? Okay, let's carry on round. This is nice as well, stitching on here and these nice leather wraps around the stainless steel. Awesome. And you're back up into here with that feature lighting in the ceiling. And look, they put these spotlights in over the dining area. That is rather splendid. Let's go and have a look around the outside. Get away from that bleeping. So, decks first, I think. Which way? Let's go this way. Underneath here, nothing at all, but I would guess that's where you put your throttles and throttle controls if you wanted to have them there so that you could watch the boat in backwards. Huge cleats, and these are winches so you can winch yourself in when you're stern to berthing. And then big wide side decks. I love this overhang here. That's a real sort of super yacht feel as you walk forward with that overhead. And these are massive decks. And then you have a bow area up here. Big seating area, sun pads obviously at the front, and then you have a massive bimini over top to give you a bit of shade from the heat of the day. Or of course you can pack that away if you want to. Or more likely perhaps your crew can. This is interesting, the bow is quite squared off. It's much narrower underneath, but on the top it's quite square, and that makes this into a really big area. It doesn't sort of come to a point. And that's looking back down the boat. Nice. Let's head down this side. We'll go have a look at the flybridge, and then we'll finish up with the crew cabin and the engine space. So again, on this side you've got a couple of steps down, decent wide decks. We've got that overhang again, which is nice. And then if we come right to the back, we should be able to find the steps up to the flybridge. There they are, over there. Okay. Nice curving stairway, and that takes us round and up to this. This is a big deck because of course they've taken this right to the very back. That's what gives you the shade down below, and this I really like. This social area at the back is fantastic. Imagine of an evening, you've had a wonderful day out on the water, you've had a beautiful meal, and you're sat out here, drinks on the table, having a chat, and your view is right out across the back of the boat. When you're at anchor in a bay, sun going down, magnificent. This is the Azimut Grande, I think it's the 10, and I have a video of that on my channel, so if you want to see what that boat looks like, go and find it. It's there. Film that when it can. But back to this one. Look at that for a bridge. So you've got this great area at the back, but you've also got a dining area up here, and that is under the shade of the bimini. So again, heat of the day, you can sit up in here and have lunch and you're in the shade. And in fact, I'm pretty sure that's a rollout shade there, so that will come out and shade this area if you want it to. And then this is a big opening section, so if you do want the sunshine to shine through into here, you can have it. And then of course the wet bar is over here. Barbecue and storage, that's a bin in there, and this one I'm guessing is fridge. It's an ice maker in fact, so we'll find the fridge in there. Excellent. Lots more bleeping from the navigation instruments. Let's see if I can shut them up. Usually if we push OK, everything goes quiet. There we go. Very nice helm seats. Look at those, they're very stylish. Everything on this boat is stylish. Look at the steering wheel. That's cool. And then that's your view out over the front. Today, or the Dusseldorf boat show, who knows, tomorrow, south of France. Mallorca. Love this sunbathing area. That of course is a seat normally, and you can drop this infill in and make it into a big sunbathing area. Something else is bleeping here. I don't know what that is. I hope it's not coming across too loudly on the video. Okay, let's head to the back and we will take in that engine space and the crew quarters. So we're down here. To the back of the boat. This is this high-low platform, so your dinghy would go on here, your tender, and that would drop down to launch it. And then this sliding door here takes us into this area. And this is a 72-foot boat, so it's, you know, in Flybridge terms, it's medium sort of size, but this is actually a pretty decent crew area. So what you have is this area just here. This is a bed. Obviously you've got a lot of kit in here at the moment, but you've got somewhere for someone to sleep there, and that curtains off. But then you've got a door and another sleeping area here. So you've got two crew. They've actually got a bit of privacy, which on a 72-foot boat is not a given. That's pretty good. And then this has got drawer storage in here and a lot more storage down there, and there's a window in behind there. And so forth. So sleeping for two, and as I say, close this door across, they've got privacy from each other, and if somebody's coming out of here, that can be curtained off in any case. And over on this side then is the heads with the sink, and I'm going to guess that there's a shower in here because there's a shower curtain, and I would be right, there it is, that's the shower. So that pulls out of there, hooks in there, and that turns that into a showering area. I think that's pretty impressive for a 72-foot boat, and nicely finished as well. The woodwork in here is good. Washer and dryer just here, and that above me is another way out of here, so if you couldn't come out the back for any reason, that's another access hatch. And this door, as you've probably guessed already, takes us through into the engine room. Now these are a pair of MAN CRV12 1400 horsepower engines. They're big engines, and in fact they're giving the boat over 30 knots of top speed, about 32, and cruising at about 26, and that's giving you a range then of over 300 miles. So for a fast Flybridge boat, pretty good. And they're fed from these huge tanks. There's one on this side, and you can see there's another one over there. But a very nice, very well lit engine room, and loads of headroom. If I walk through here, you can see I'm 6'2" and masses of space. Those are impressive engines. It's an impressive boat actually. I haven't been on one of these before, and I'm impressed by it. I'm pleased to see it. Twin generator. I didn't notice that as I came in. So you've got backup there. That's always good to see, so you don't get stuck if one of them goes down for any reason. And then this is all service areas over here. Love these chromed exhausts. They're pretty cool, aren't they? Excellent. That's very nice. Very nice indeed. Okay, let's come back out of here. And somebody else just come onto the boat. So we'll slip out of here and out of the way. And I think we will finish just here to say that that is the Azimut 72. I hope you like that boat. I'm very impressed with that. Do give the thumbs up a click if you do like it, and if you hit subscribe and the little bell, it'll keep you posted with more videos coming, because we've got loads more to show you. And I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.